are in Visual Studio Code, you see this Get Started page, which always occurs on startup. So you can just exit this. And now the first thing you want to do in Visual Studio Code is to press the Explorer and select the folder in your computer. Now you don't have to worry about these two buttons. Clone repository basically clones your GitHub account into your laptop, and not all of you will have a button asking you to create a Java project. I have this because of an extension I installed, but you don't have to worry about this. The main thing is that you open your up folder in your laptop and start programming in it. Okay, so I have selected the folder called practice. As you can see, there is nothing inside, but that is fine. I'm going to add some Java files inside. Now, before I do that, I also want to show you all the different icons which you can see over here. There's a search icon, source control. You don't have to worry too much about this. The only icon which is quite important is your extensions. Now in Visual Studio Code, it is important to install some extensions before you start programming. I have many extensions from different programming languages. For example, this extension is for C and C++, this is for Java, this is for GitHub, and so on. So if you want to get started on a new language, you have to install the extension first. Just type in Java, and you can just install this, the extension pack. Okay, so let's go back to the Explorer. So now, usually in programming, we will always select the folder first, and then we'll add programming files inside that folder. So let's start. I'm going to make a Java file. Let's just call it hello.java. Now, Visual Studio Code automatically recognizes that this is a Java file because of the file path.java, and there's an icon here. It might be different for you because I've installed an extension which changes the icon image. But don't worry, if you have a .java, Visual Studio Code will automatically make a Java file for you. Let's say, for example, you have a .py, Visual Studio Code automatically recognizes it will be a Python file. Now, I like to think of this part of your Visual Studio Code, the Explorer part, as your file explorer on your taskbar. If you make a file right now and press enter, you will also see a file will be made in your file explorer as well. So let's say if you make a hello.java file, your file explorer will automatically have a hello.java file as well. So if I press enter, a file will be made. And as you can see, a hello.java file is also made in your open editor. Don't worry about that right now. Let me type some code. Okay, so whenever you want to write some code inside this file, you'll automatically see it in an open editor. Okay, let's say if I make another file, I'll just call it second.java. So another file is made and you'll also see it in the open editor as well. And I'm just going to write a small piece of code. And now let's say you have written all that piece of code that you want in that file, and let's say you've run it and you see cool, which you think it's fine, and you are done with this file and you don't want to look at it. you can just close it and you won't see it in the open editor anymore. You'll just see the hello file. Don't worry, that doesn't mean it's deleted. To recover it, you can just click this and it's back again, and it's also on your open editor. And you can just close it, and if you want you can close this as well, and this will just be empty. The only way to delete a file, so let's just open this again. If you want to delete this file, you can just right click and press delete, and that means that file is deleted in Visual Studio Code and also in your file explorer, so that file is deleted across your computer. Now let's talk a bit about the terminal. Whenever you run a piece of code, the code will always run inside the terminal. Everything gets run inside the terminal. Terminal shows your output of your code, which is very important. So I think that's it for this video. Hope that was helpful. Thank you for watching.